in the ring with Vince.
Yeah, and then, you know, we shake hands. We put the mics down, which I actually did right now.
Yeah, that was good, yeah.
And then he starts talking so much shit.
Off mic, sort of?
Oh.
Yeah.
If you could read his lips, I'm legitimately taken aback by it. Where I'm like, oh yeah? Oh yeah, I literally
tell me one thing that he said.
He was just so many swear words. I'm taken aback,
cursing
like,
him
holy
out.
crap. And then, you know, wham. God. It's the only person I've headbutted as hard was William Regal in NXT. I can't compare it. Like, it was just, you know, it's not like I'll tell you this much: nobody can accuse me of taking it easy on the boss.
That's for damn sure, man.
And then you know, everything else besides the headbutt.
Hey, but what about looking down and seeing that you busted him open hard way? Like, that's
and then the
right
blood
there.
came, and just everything, even the super kick and the. I don't know. There, like, even the thing where he stands back up and he looks at me before, like, after the headbutt, and just the blood's trickling down, and you know, he's like, he's seething, and he tries to come at me. It's just, the whole thing was just so surreal. So people asked me later, say, hey, what was he saying when the mics were down? Was he telling you to make sure you get him good? I'm like, in a way, but not in those words.
not exactly those words.
Do you remember when Shane showed up for the first time in Detroit and Vince was yelling at him? He was like, I'll f you up.
Yeah.
And it was like, he said it on Raw.
Couldn't believe my ears.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
I can't believe the boss
Would not believe
just
my ears.
said the F word on Raw. It's great.
No, who's gonna tell him anything?
Oh, I
you know?
know. And afterwards, he's like, "Oh my god, I felt so terrible."
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Well, I had when I was first doing my coming out. It was the big it was the 1-2 punch where I
the
beat
story about this, yeah.
I beat Hunter for the title in State College, Pennsylvania, and then they took it away from me. And then the next night, I beat Rock in a lumberjack match.
Crowd was hot for that.
In Philly. Crowd was super. I was like my big 1-2 punch and finally getting to the next level. And afterwards, back in those days, you would grab the mic and talk to the crowd for 10, 15, 20 minutes. Austin and Rock would do that all the time. So I'm like, well, I got to grab the mic. It's the end of the show. I'm the big babyface winner.
send 'em home happy,
I'm
brother.
So I did a big promo putting over Philly and how much I love Philly. And I was like, you know, you guys are the fucking greatest crowd of all time. And I'm like, oh no. And I look over at Lawler, like, did I really say that? And Lawler's like, oh yeah. You said it. I was like, oh no. So I walked through the curtain and Vince is standing there with his hand out to me to shake my hand. He was so proud of me, right? Because it was 2 in a row. I finally lived up to my potential. And I shook his hand. I'm like, oh, I can't believe I said that. And he's like, what did you say? With this big smile, I'm like, oh, you didn't hear it? He's like, what did you say? I'm like, oh, nothing. What did you say? And I told him what I said. He's like, and I said, yeah, I told the crowd they're the best effing crowd of all time. And he's like, damn it, Chris. And just walked out.
Oh, God.